big welcome to you, Virgo. So today's a big day for you. You have a full moon, right? And a full moon means that in your last moon, new moon, you planted a seed, and seed in 6 months, right? In September, you planted a seed. And now today in February, on this full moon, this seed should be flowering, should be opening itself so much, right? That it's like it's manifested. The sun in the moon, in the Pisces, the card, right? The card is the moon. Moon has no light of its own, so right now the sun is shining an extreme light into our subconscious, into that part which is also the past. We have to let go of that which we have lived, right? The subconscious is all those things that we have lived. Now, the ego, the sun, of course, that extroverted energy is shining a light onto your subconscious, into your past, into the things that you have lived, into the things that you now want to change, right? But first you have to acknowledge and give thanks to everything that you have, right? This is how we do it. In the full moon, we give thanks to what we have. We give thanks to the minor things, like I have heat, I have walls, I have a window, I have food, I have all these things that we take for granted, right? Once in a while, we don't even realize that we have all these amazing things. And then we are able to get more, right? And in this full moon, we look at the flower, we look at this, what has blossomed, what has grown. And now we go again to a new moon. We're in a 6-month period of letting go. And not many people like to let go, right? So let me show you really quickly. Of course, the full and the new moon readings I'm going to do a little longer because I want to go deeper into it. I want you to really feel that this is a little bit of more of a special reading. The German one that I just did, lasted almost an hour. So the sun is shining a light onto the moon, into the subconscious, into the mysterious, into our dreams, into our emotions, into that which we're searching, looking for, right? Evolving into. So again, the Hermetic Tarot, a group of men that created a secret brotherhood, and as such are, of course, having the knowledge of what's happening out there is happening also here in us humans. Then Mr. Edward Waite was in this secret brotherhood, and Aleister Crowley. Both these men were in this secret brotherhood of the Golden Dawn. And of course, when you know the Kabbalistic tree of life coming from Egypt and being completed by the Jewish tradition, we understand this is not just some playing cards. These are cards that have tremendous power within them. And in that tremendous power lies a freedom, lies an inner freedom that we do not have to show off. We do not have to give the people the expression, well, look at me, I know so much. No, it's and it affects your dreams, the moon, right? We see again the wolf and the dog. Evolution has taken place beyond these two towers that we know, a world that we know. We want to go further. The waning and the waxing moon have gotten a tower, a foundation that we can count on, depend on for survival. We are having the symbolism of the Pisces, and Pisces is opposite of you, right? The moon right now, that we're having the full moon here in this opposite month, that is with these 9 Yud drops. Here's 4, the name of God. Here's 15, here's 9, connecting to the Virgo, the 9 card. And so you can see, right, there is, of course, a lot going on. I don't want to go into the details of each of these cards. I want you to see this one is a woman made these cards. And of course, here another woman that created the medicine woman, right? This is a very powerful way of understanding these cards with the Native American tradition. So here the grandmother is planting the seed in the night. The moon is overlooking, is watching, is helping us to evolve, grow, and go beyond a place of knowing that there is more to this life than what we think there is. Here the Pisces card, the fish pose, the jumping fish. Downward facing dog is the wolf, upward facing dog is the dog. Evolution made us look up. The past is making us look down. Then I created this card with now these triangle pointing up and down, so as to feel how the sun is now, either the lights is getting, the days are getting brighter and longer, or they're getting shorter, right? So I wanted to include these geometrical ways as well. And then I created this card with the dogs, one looking out into the universe, and the other one I will place it further down so it looks into the ocean, right? Looks into the past, this looks into the future. And here this is the Pisces jumping out within the moon, right? So I'm still evolving these cards. It's just, it's not an easy thing to create these cards, but I'm a Virgo. I love, right, to find solutions for things in these cards. So it's been a process and I really enjoy it. And of course, this platform is helping me tremendously to understand these cards. That's why I also give you all the time the evolution of these cards, right? So again, the Hermetic Tarot, we can see the 3 upper lights, Keter, Chokmah, Bina, as that those 3 parts that make the new creation of life, right? And here we have the hooded man. It's somehow also sometimes connecting us to a male energy, like the penis is hooded. And of course, here we are going deep within our subconscious, looking in the Kundalini, rising, the cosmic egg, the seeds. Here, these 3 lights, or these 2, make the hexagram within the star. This one as that God energy, right? Keter, the crown. And for me, the Fool, which is the 0, is beyond, is outside of all of that, right? Is not connected, which is also beginning up in the mountains. And you as the Virgo, you come back up to the mountain. You have learned something. You have grown into this wise man who holds the wand, which was here the snake, and who holds the light in the lantern, as that I eternally search for the light. Now remember the drops that I talked about. Yud, here the drops, here up here is your Hebrew word yud. Here, this is the word for Pisces, for the fish, which is Kof, right? So this is the symbol Kof up here. You can see always the Hebrew symbol for Kof, which is head, and why they drew a head into the moon, right? Almost like it's like a person. Yud is the hand, as you can see. So here, the two hands holding, both of them, the enlightening under awareness of both male energies. The light is male energy and the wand is male energy, right? Earth and water are female energy. So here, Aleister Crowley painted this card and put the hand in the center of the card, creating the light and making, of course, here also a statement in saying, this is how I see this card. This is how I see it evolving. Then again, the Native American, this is the German deck. I don't have the English deck here. I will have it soon. I ordered it, and so it takes a little while for it to arrive. But the leader, she's the leader, and here in German we make leader or leader in, a female energy out of the Hermit. The light behind her, more the sun or maybe the moon, right? It's not very clear if it's the sun or the moon behind her. Or maybe it's planet Mercury, right? Because planet Mercury is connected to the Hermit. So this is here, of course, a very traditional, also woman within the hood, hooded energy. Now my card, of course, I added the two palms coming into Namaste, then the lights, the two different energies, one pink, one golden, as that the light and the pink, the fire, right, of the wand, the sexual energy, but also the light that goes, that we're searching for. Here all the paths that he comes from, because it's this fool. From the fool we have come. I'm just checking if I have this card. All right, because the fool plays a very important, here it is. The fool is the one up in the mountain as well, and he takes this path forward of the mountain, and then the hermit has the path behind him, and now he goes more focused forward into the wheel of fortune, right? It continues, the journey continues. It's up in the mountain, and again we have the triangle that shows that it's getting, again, the nights are slowly going into the center, where in Libra we have equal day and equal night, right? The connection again within the hexagram. The light and the dark are finding a centeredness, right? So that's what you are. You are eternally searching for this light on your path forward, but you have taken these paths behind you, right? So you are powerful. You are a seeker for a spiritual energy, and this is, right, this is your journey. If you're born between the 13th of August and the 11th of September, you are the classical Knight of Pentacles, right? If you have then your birthday after, you might be a Queen of Swords, or before that is the King of Wands. Just quickly, the evolution here. Again, we see, right, the deer with the wings, the hexagram, the corn, the knight that is protecting the earth, the knight that is overlooking the crops, right, the work that has been done here. Again, the dark horse, the fertility, right, the going into the earth. And here we again have the snake, right? And again, the snake is creating the protective energy in the first chakra in a way. And here you're the old man. Good, let's begin. On your day, it's more cold, sunny today because it's beautiful days, but it's gotten colder again because we had, before that, we had Leon, so it was a little warmer. On your days, right, we like to eat salty things and roots. Then with you, we're connected with the cardiovascular system, so it's very good for you to walk and to maybe even jog, right? You are connecting us to our digestive system. You particularly are sensitive in your digestive system. And you are very stylish. Today I decided to wear a jacket, right? You're very stylish, you have structure, you're planned, you're practical, you're orderly, you are driven. You all those physical things in the world, but at the same time you're searching for a spiritual. Now, I look into the camera and I see how I'm holding the deck. And I already see how the first message is coming to me, right? So I don't have to shuffle. There is a new beginning. The Fool, right? Like I said, the Fool is this connection to you. You go back to restart another cycle. It's almost like you don't want to go beyond the Wheel of Fortune. You go back to a new beginning. You want to again and again grow and learn. And this is typical for you. I'm going to leave this out here because the Fool came out. So I'm going to keep these two, right? The Fool is for me this butterfly that wants to fly. This is the mountain pose, a very simple pose. You just stand here, but in this standing we begin our journey coming down into this plane, right? And then of course you as the Virgo is searching for this eternal connection. Now here you are, as you can see, also very beautiful done. This ladder, we go up to the mountain, but she keeps now again coming down. Like I said, she is going forward into the Wheel of Fortune, right? Into Jupiter, the spinning, the constant searching for the next spiritual awareness, right? So as you can see, she steps off the mountain as well, the same way as he steps off the mountain. So you want to start a new journey, right? That's what I see. So I take the card out and I place it down and I'm starting to shuffle. And you have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacle coming to you, which is a Capricorn, but also you are stepping off to work diligently, right? This is Capricorn, is another earth sign, and earth signs are hardworking. Capricorn is also very driven, is also wanting to get to the bone, get to the grid, right? Because he's connected to the bones. You are connected to your digestive system. And you want to know how it's done. Also financial security, right? You want to go another round to go and be more financially independent, right? That's what I see in these cards. So you begin a new phase at this full moon in Pisces in your financial growth. She is also very fertile. Again, remember, the devil spelled backwards is lived. So the devil is always the past, and she is also bound by the fertility ritual that the devil is actually binding us into this. We need to, right, create the next cycle, and she is the most fertile of all those. She's literally fertile with this materialness. So you could, if you, the younger generation, you could be pregnant or wanting to get pregnant, thinking about getting pregnant, because, right, a lot of people have shifted their awareness through this last year. It's now a year where it really hit us, the coronavirus and all these restrictions, and people are having changed their priorities, people having changed their outlook on life. And that's why you begin fresh. You begin fresh to think about, where do I get the money? Where's the money coming from? You could, of course, also meet a Capricorn. It's like the Fool is beginning with a Capricorn, right? You are saying, yeah, let me begin a relationship with a Capricorn. We have today chaos and order. This is what happens, chaos and order. So this one flipped and I'm taking it first, even though this one fell down. We have chaos, order. Virgo loves order. Pisces is chaos. Pisces is not as orderly. He's more sensitive, he's more feeling, he's like dreamy, he's romantic, he's like what actually is really good for us Virgos, right? But here I see you are clearly understanding the duality. This is the moon in Libra. And moon in Libra is like, I'm making a decision. It's very difficult for you. So I am a Queen of Swords. Those of you who have more the Queen of Swords in their chart, this card speaks to you very much. The Knight of Pentacles, not really. He makes decisions. We, Queen of Swords, the moon in Libra, is difficult to make a decision. How do you know how to make a decision? Go and meditate, right? 4 is Jupiter in Libra. Jupiter, again, the planet of karma, the planet of luck, of great fortune, right? Again, understanding that everything has an up and a down. Whatever goes up has to come down. So here you are, not knowing what decision to take. If you don't know what decision to take, meditate, go inwards, go to the next level, which is the 4 of Swords, right? And the 4 of Swords is a beautiful way of easing, relaxing, going into the abundance of spiritual ideas that you maybe, when you open your eyes, have a difficult making a decision, because this is duality. This is the High Priestess. This is the Emperor as the 4, right, card. Number 4 and the number 2 connected to. So this new beginning is pushing you to make a decision, and it's, I remember back in the days, it's like, should I or should I not? It was always in me. And sometimes to the point where, should I get, let's say, the red shoes or the black shoes, right? And this is like, The black ones you can wear for the rest of your life. The red ones, maybe they get out of fashion, but they're so cool. So it was always two of voices. It's just like, I really know this card so well, how to make a decision. And yeah, meditation is clearly saying, do you really need, do you want to be safe with the black shoes? Or do you want to be literally just crazy with the red shoes, and you don't need both anymore? You really know when you go inside, you literally know, no, I don't need these shoes in black because they're cool in red, and that's it. So making a decision, not knowing how to make a decision, is, as she painted here, not just a zero, she painted like the infinity symbol. You see that here? Because it's Fool, there's two zeros or two O's in there, right? So the new beginning holds also, should I go forward or should I go backwards? Because this is what I'm thinking. I'm wanting to add double. One can go this way, you can also go that way. I thought about if I do this only in the zodiac signs, and I wasn't sure if I should do the Fool and the Magician, right? And the High Priestess. But now, looking at this message, because this message is also for me, I feel that because of the word Fool, the two zeros, I want to add the possibility to go this way, but also this way, so we'll bring them back to back. See? This is why I do these readings. I do them also for me. Okay, so, okay, this is what came out. Of course, this is how they were placed, because I was talking about something else, and she doesn't have upside down cards, right? So, but still the message is something wants to come, and it's not there yet, because it's usually in these medicine. That's why I really, really like this book. It's saying it's not there yet. It's coming. The reverse cards aren't turning into something negative. It's saying you are now thinking about it. Okay, so let's turn it around, right? And interesting, when it's upside down, she sees, you know who, right? The Knight of Materials. This is you. This is you. This is the totem. This is the dark horse. This is this knowing you are connected. You will be again connecting to yourself, right? In going deep within. Now, if I, of course, turn the card up, then, of course, here the energy is coming down, and she's looking back at the meditation, and she knows, yeah, in again and again in meditation. That's why when you will turn it around and say, okay, I'm not there yet, but now, because through this reading, and you see how there's also a light coming down, because of this reading, you turn this card around and you can see, because meditation will help you to arrive of who you really truly want to become as this Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Materials, right? This is you if you are the classical Virgo. Oh, they came separate, so I will do it like this. So we have 2 and 2. Very interesting also the way I place it is the way they come out, right? Of course, the Fool and the Queen of Materials, we have them separate coming out, but I leave them nevertheless together. So, one more time, you are taking a new start in a financial direction, in a fertile ground. In that fertile ground, you have to make decisions. If you are the Queen of Swords, you are plagued with making decisions. Go and meditate, go within, go and relax, go do breathing exercises. There, you will understand that this one clear thought will come to you, and you will in meditation actually understand that and see, yes, I will keep meditating so that I will keep having this clear thought. Right now, it's not fully there yet, but it's about to come. And where does it lead me? When I understand this clear thought, right? Because here she actually sees too much always the way Virgo is. She's almost stuck sometimes in this, being a Virgo. If she turns around, she sees that meditation will free her from this Virgo precision, analytical, detail-oriented, sometimes too much detail-oriented situation. I mean, trust me, doing these readings, I see details I cannot, if I say all of them, the readings get 2 hours long. I can't, you know, it's like, okay, I have a life. So, but you understand where I'm going with this? So it's because she's so much, it's not there yet, she's so much focused on herself, on this like physical materialness, right? But because of meditation, she can turn it around and always understand, no, it's when I meditate, I make the good decision, I make the right decision, and not the decision a Virgo would do. Now, we got 2 cards coming out, and it's very interesting because it's twice the 5 of water, 5 of emotions, and the 5 of voices. And it's really what I can see is, of course, here this is sometimes this not making a decision or having a difficult time making a decision, right? Because you're quite fixed. So here in the mental is the 5 is always connected to a spiritual search because the Hierophant. The 5 is when I overcome difficulties, when I learn how to grow spiritually also. Through these difficulties, I can appreciate more who I have become, who I have grown into. And you learning to understand peace starts always within. And here the 5 of emotions is a deep sadness, a sadness that is sometimes holding you within, because the 5 is Mars in Scorpio. And Scorpio, we know, is that part of us that just always wants love. Here the 5 of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. So there is something going within you, but it's making you grow into a person, into an emotion, into an empowered human being. And you can see here it's like a big drop fall down, right? She's crying and she's aware of that there is within her the sadness of beginning new, is, or this push that is this full moon is giving us is not easy. Now I have 8. I want one more because you're the number 9. Okay, I got 3 more. So the story continues here, learning to make peace, learning to love yourself, and also understand the sadness. There is this third thought within you. Is you already have the 2 of Swords, now you get the 3 of Swords, which is connected to the Empress, and the Empress is a powerful lady, right? So you are going to the 7 of Emotions. So you are crying, or you are becoming aware that life is filled with illusions. Life is filled with opportunities that are sometimes also missed. The 7 of Emotions is Venus in Scorpio. And again, the Scorpio, we had 5 of Emotion, Mars in Scorpio, right? Venus and Mars. So it's a relationship. There is a triangle relationship going on. There is Venus, a female, and there is, Mars, and there is Venus. Mars in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio. Scorpio is love. Scorpio is always about analyzing, looking for, right? Is connecting always to Pluto and Mars. And it's about connection, and it's about relationships. And there is these 2 cards adding to this. You have Ace of Swords, you have 2 of Swords, and now you have 3 of Swords. So you're doing too much, and that's what creates this emotional, right? Emotional imbalance. And where is it going? Oh, okay. Work, another 3. Work is the only way. Working with others is the only way for you to get out of this thinking. Get out of, when you work, it's like you're in the flow, right? It's very important for you to work. So the emotional, mental state of yours, to get out of it is always through meditation and through working with others. That's when you get out of the 5 of Emotions, or even the 5 of Voices. That's when you get out of this. These 4 keep working, right? That's very clearly what this card is saying. What's at the bottom? Oh, Page of Emotions, right? Finding, in the end, in this new beginning that you're starting to walk into, finding a new love for yourself, finding a new love, right? New emotions. Of course, the 7 is a success also, because it's connected to the Chariot, right? It's a success. But you want to find a new love in the success of working with yourself. So I want just one card. I want one card for the 5 of Voices, 5 of Emotions, right? The 2 5s. And of course one. Okay, first we get one for the Ace of Voice. Why is the Ace of Voice upside down? The 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is Mercury in Cancer, is about having fun. So you have 3 and 3. See that? 3, 3, 3. So the new lesson is to understand that certain sadness, this is also sometimes the sadness of the world. They call it the pain of the world. Not just a relationship, right? It's the pain everybody's going through. You can feel that. And you feel the pain of the world in this illusionary, all these illusions that we've created. So now you're building something new, of course. But why the ace was upside down is because you want to spend time with your friends again. And we all want, right? We all want to be again in this, enjoying ourselves again, coming together, hugging each other, which is like, okay, I hug people, I don't care. I have my mask on, but I hug people. I'm like, here, come here. I hug you, I don't care. If I die because I hugged someone, I rather die because I hugged someone than I die because I didn't hug or I didn't connect with the people. This is connecting with people. It's the 3 Mercury in Cancer. It's abundance. It's this abundance, right? Okay, then abundance of relationships, of friendships, of people. Okay, next is the 5 voice and 5 of emotions. Why are they here? Oh my God, this is too many. So I'm not looking. But I have to take the top one. You. Okay, so let me turn them. You, Hermit. This you see within and you will clear it, right? You will clear it, though the 3 comes after. You're searching, you're finding, and you're beginning fresh, but there is still stuff hanging around. And of course, in the second round, you might more easier be able to let go of them. I see clearly that these are the cards. Meditate. Meditate. So you know who you are. So you know who you truly are on a very physical plane level, but also on a spiritual higher level. Only in meditation you're going to understand that. And then the love is coming, right? The new fresh love, the page of love is to understand, yes, I love myself also in the work, through illusions, through my mental, right? Through my mental inner war, my inner sadness. Meditate. That's all. I don't think I want more cards, right? Because this was clear. There was a whole stack attached, of course, to this card, but I don't want. It's too many. It's already 43 minutes. It's too many. So I look at the bottom of the deck. So I put these together, right? This is clearly the Virgo. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oof. Okay, yeah. So this new beginning is making you open up even more towards many, many emotions, because this is Mem. This is the ocean. This is the big mother breaking you open so you can get further into a deeper enlightenment. Powerful, powerful reading. This moon is going to do something to you. This moon is opening you. This moon, right, is literally making you go deeper into who you are through your mind, through your emotions, through the mind, and through, again, the illusion of the emotions. Now you see this? Right? Through the inner war of mental and emotional ups and downs, through this 3 of Swords and 7 of emotions, through all of that, into work. The work is, you love to work. You're one of the most hardworking people that there are. Right? So you are learning to absolutely open up and step off the cliff, doing another round, doing another. Okay, in the next round, I understand more and more. We experience the same difficulties, right? If we haven't learned it in the first round, we get a second round because then we learn it a little bit deeper. And this round, until the next new moon in September, this is lasting for 6 months. This is a lot of work here, right? There is a big circle happening to you. So just understand that then there is, with this stepping off, is you literally opening yourself up. This is the result of it. Right? But also know that there will always be friends and good people around you. And of course, there's a new emotional connection happening in this opening, in this heart here. Okay. Wow. Okay, Hangman, let go, open up, right? It's going to be okay. You're going to arrive in September at yourself, open, ready. New round, right? And again, remember, meditate, meditate, meditate. Or, again, hold your hands in Namaste. Nice. Oh, she's crying. Well, right, sometimes the tears are good. Let them out. See how there are also tears. It's good to cry. It's good. Let them out. And after, everything is okay again. Anyway, I wish you a great full moon. And meditate on a card. Check what you want. Where do you want to go in the new moon? Right? It could also be here, of course, this is the new moon, this is the dark, this is the December, this is the Capricorn. Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.